Hey, Right Riders, Keith Wheeler here, back with another video for you. And today we're going to talk about tips for running ads for the holidays. Now, if you've been thinking about running ads to your books for the holidays, well, this is the list that you definitely want to pay attention to. So let's get started. Number one, you need to start early. If you're not already running ads, then you definitely want to start running ads to your books really soon. Typically ads, especially Amazon ads, take a week or so to start really taking off. We're already towards the end of the year, and that means that you really need to start working on getting your Amazon ads and other ads up and running soon. It usually takes a week or so to really start taking off, and so the sooner you can get your ads started, the better your chances of making the most out of this Q4 holiday season. Number two, and this is really true with Amazon ads, and that is targets matter. You need to make sure that you pick the right targets. If your book is fairly new and doesn't have a lot of reviews, then don't try to target the heavy hitters. It's better to focus on smaller or middle-sized players that you can actually compete with. So don't try to compete with Dr. Seuss if you're writing children's books. Find books and authors that are more middle grade or a little bit lower that you actually have a chance of competing against. If you try targeting these heavy hitters, you're going to end up doing two things. There's a really good chance you're going to end up spending a lot of money because the heavy hitters, those targets cost more money. There's more cost per click because everybody's trying to go towards them. But also, because you're trying to compete with something that's got thousands of reviews, there's a much better chance you might get seen and get some clicks and pay a lot for, but you probably are not going to get chosen over a well-known book or author. So again, focus on those small or middle-sized competitors to really better your chances of minimizing your costs and maximizing your sales. Number three, relevancy is key, especially when it comes to Amazon. Relevancy is the number one thing that they look for when it comes to who they're going to give that winning ad to. So make sure that your keywords and targets are relevant to your book. Not just that they're popular, but they're actually relevant to your book. Again, the Amazon algorithm favors relevancy over anything else, except for maybe sales. Next tip is data. Keep an eye on your stats, regardless of whether it's Amazon ads, Facebook ads, or anything else. Keep an eye on your stats. This is true anytime you're running ads, not just the holidays, but especially during the holidays, because that's when we get busy and it's very easy to forget and not look at our stats that often, our dashboard. And it's easy over the holidays to just kind of let it slip and let it go a couple days and maybe even a week. So you really want to pay attention to your stats. This can not only make them inefficient, but to allow your ad costs to really get carried away. During the holidays, I suggest that you check your results every single day. I know that may seem a bit overdoing it, but again, it makes it a habit. And that way there's a less chance that you're going to forget, but also allows you to get ahead of your costs so they don't start getting away from you and really racking up the costs. Also, it's important to know what normal sales for your book look like, especially with Amazon ads. The dashboard doesn't show all the sales that you might get. You know, when someone clicks on your ad, there's that pixel stays there only for a certain length of time. So if they come back 2-3 days later and buy your book, you still got the sale because of the ad, but it's not going to show up on your ad dashboard. So you really need to make sure that you know what normal sales for your book look like. That way, if you see a spike, you know that your ads are working well, whether the dashboard tells you that or not. Next up, unfortunately, is premium pricing. Expect higher costs. Because everyone wants a piece of the holiday profits, more authors are running ads, and more ads means higher than normal CPC or cost per click. Now, that doesn't mean that running ads should cost you an arm and a leg. There are two things you can do to help your costs be manageable. Number one, never, ever go with the suggested costs that the Amazon dashboard gives you. And two, kind of what I talked about earlier, is try to focus on less competitive targets. Don't try to go against those high expensive competitors. Try to find something in the middle or lower tier. Again, you may not get as many sales, but it's not going to cost you as much either. The next tip is something that you need to always keep in mind when you're running ads, especially during the holidays. There are no guarantees. Don't spend what you can't afford to lose. As I said, there are no guarantees that your ads are going to get any sales. And even if your ads do bring in sales, Amazon ads is going to take their money at the end of the next billing cycle, whereas you're not going to get paid from KDP for those sales until another 60 days. So again, never, ever budget what you can't afford to lose. Now here's a bonus tip. If you really want to make the most of your ads and you can afford it, try a combination of ad types. There's no one size fits all when it comes to running book ads. For some, running manual keyword ads works really well, while others, product targeting ads are their top sellers. As a way to get more eyes on your book and you as an author, if you can afford it, try a combination of these ad types. Because in theory, the more chances people have to see your book, the more chances you have of getting that sale. And remember, you don't pay for impressions, you pay for clicks. Now, I hope you're taking notes with those tips. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, give me that nice warm fuzzy feeling. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell notification. It's free and all the cool kids are doing it. Now, speaking of the holidays, I don't know if you saw it, but last year I actually got in this gift giving competition, I guess, with Dale L. Roberts. And we went on Fiverr, hired 3 people to do 3 different gigs. And well, you got to see it for yourself. It's hilarious. You'll get to see what we got done and the reactions of Dale when he actually got them. Now, if you're not interested in that video, or maybe you already saw it, then YouTube says this one right here has got your name written all over it. Either way, I'll catch you in one of those videos. And remember to write right.